Hello everybody, Nine Anna Does. How's everybody doing today? Happy Samhain! This is the Witch's New Year. For all that don't celebrate and aren't pagans and Wiccans, happy Halloween. Tonight's the night of celebrating. It's a night to celebrate. Samhain was started by the Celts thousands of years ago. And they brought it to North America. It is the Witch's New Year, so we celebrate. This day has been celebrated for thousands and thousands of years. People wore costumes so they could disguise themselves and confuse the evil spirits. It's the same reason why they carved turnips and gourds and things like that. So maybe they carved them in somebody they didn't like's name. You never know. Bonfires were lit to purify and cleanse after the death of the crops and the harvesting. It's time to start a renewal and kind of get the juices going for spring, so to speak. So yeah, we celebrate with bonfires, purity, cleansing, nothing evil. In fact, we ward off evil. They made sage for a reason. Yes, we need to ward off the evil spirits, but tonight, the veil's the thinnest. So if you have loved ones that you liked, you can put their picture up, you can put candles around it, you can put food offerings around it. Have a little conversation with them with a hot cup of apple cider and some cinnamon. Yeah. Do that. It's the thinnest tonight, and it continues to grow less so through tomorrow night. Then the Christians came along and decided to take some of our rituals, borrow, steal, and then condemn us for thinking them up in the first place. But yeah, marriage, hand fasting, pagan ritual. Funerals, pagan ritual. Yeah. They decided to take it for theirs, and when they came around the 9th century, they decided that they would have All Saints Day on November 1st. I guess they still wanted to celebrate the living, and November 2nd will be All Souls Day. I don't know if they're saying goodbye to the dead or creating new. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So after tomorrow night, the veil closes, and you won't be able to do this for another whole year. So, let's get down to some fun, shall we? Oh, Melania, she was at the White House there, and they were going to have a Halloween party. And that asshole Trump went and put the kid's candy bar on top of the head of his costume. Couldn't even reach it. He's such a dick. But it is trick or treat, right? Just the way he's tricking everybody else. But anyway, they were having troubles trying to find costumes, so finally Trump goes, I got it! And he went running upstairs to the residence and came back through the bedroom and come out in the living room stark raving naked. All he had on was a giant Idaho potato on his weenus. And she goes, Donald, what is that? And he said, I'm a dictator. So she says, I have a costume. So she went running to her room, and she came back with a pair of thigh-high boots on, her little Bee-Best sash. She had a tri-quarter hat on. And he said, oh, what are you going as, Melania? What are you going as? And she said, I go as the Puss in the Boots. So why can't witches have babies? And no, it's not because RFK thinks he's a doctor. Because their husbands have Halloweenies. And why can't gypsies have babies? Because apparently their husbands have crystal balls. Just saying. I don't know if they're like an 8-ball there. Give them a shake. You get pregnant, you don't get pregnant. I don't know. Anyway, neither here nor there. So that's a little bit of Halloween fun for you. Now I want to talk about Maggoty Traitor. You know, ever since the boss of CNN went over to the White House to get his marching orders, so to speak, don't let them be mean to me. You make them stop being mean to me. Don't talk about the East Wing being ripped to shit. We don't want anybody knowing that. Cat's out of the bag there, Donny boy. Cat's out of the bag. So So he went back, and I guess he had the big staff meeting. And there was something that I was looking at something, the comments on one of the things Jake Tapper said, and he was saying something like where he could have went, nah, you know that's wrong. Oh well, maybe we could do that. Yeah, and everybody was screaming at, what the hell happened to you, Jake? Why don't you write a book about this guy? Blah, blah. They went off, but he got his marching orders. And the next thing you know, Maggoty Traitor Greene is sitting on the set of CNN. She's on the set of CNN. All of a sudden, everybody says she turned a corner. No, she just crawled out of hell for a minute. That's all she did. She crawled out of hell. That's all she did. Frick. Her going on saying, oh no, we can't have this. We got to get back to work. What did Mike Johnson do? He sent them all on 6 weeks vacation. And they started to come back. No, you stay there. They don't want that Jepstein-Trumpstein file out. They don't want it out. She was out there saying, out there with the women, and she's with the victims and everything else. She is right up until she finds out how much he is featured in videos, reels, and testimony. She said that they were looking to get a health care plan, and Mike Johnson said, oh yeah, we got the plan. But when she asked to see the plan, he said, no, you have to go to a skiff. She's in his party. But see, they don't like her. They don't like her. And she started bitching and moaning on there. Rent's too high, food's too high, my electric's too high, costs me an extra $100 every month now to heat my house. It's like you live in fucking Georgia. How much heat do you need? Seriously. So she's going on, my kids can't afford health insurance. Oh yeah, see? Yeah, traitorous bitch. You didn't mind signing that big bastardly bill. You didn't mind jumping on that. When they talked about AI going to take it'll be 10 years before they can do anything about it. They're going to do a 10-year trial run to screw everybody over. Oh no, we don't want that, she said. I didn't know that was in the bill. She doesn't know anything that's in the bill because she doesn't read it. She just likes getting her face out in front of that camera. Her and Nancy Disgrace. That's all they want. So it wasn't until this bill literally hit her in the face and her kids and her family. She's a millionaire. I'm sorry. Your kids can't get health insurance? You get free health insurance for life now. You've been in Congress over 4 years. You get free, just whatever you were going to pay on yours, split with your kids. How about that? How about you do that? They can't afford a house. You're a millionaire. A couple times over. Buy them a fucking house. Or ask your dad to. I know you can't ask Perry because he don't give a rat's ass about you. But anyway. So, that's what's going on with that. She doesn't, it's like, she'll stab every Democrat in the back. She's already said that she goes with every other policy that Trump wants. Every other policy, she's good for it. But, oh, can't do this because this touched my family. Maybe she gets a little hint of what's going on. She just makes me crazy, that woman. She makes me crazy. She puts a big face on her. She's all out there. Donald Trump is my president. And Jesus Christ is my savior. Yeah, well, Jesus Christ ain't going to put that $100 into your electric there for your house. He's not going to come out there and put gas in your car. And he's certainly not coming down to feed those starving children because he gave everybody free will. And your Christian leaders there I think there's 87 of them that are Southern Baptist Convention folks. They're so lovely for children, aren't they? Yeah, there's all those guys. They don't give a shit about kids. Once they're out of the womb, that's it. They're on their own. Literally. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care about anything after that baby's born. The WIC program. Women, infants, and children nutrition. Nope, that's gone. SNAP goes tomorrow. She don't care about none of that shit. It's all the stuff that affected her. So don't be fooled by her Mrs. Nice Guy fucking routine, because it's all a ruse. She is a traitor. That's why I call her Maggoty Traitor. And I don't call her Maggoty Traitor Greene, because Mr. Greene kicked her to the curb. And oh, being the nosy bitch that I am, I would really love to see what's in her divorce decree, because he wanted to have it unsealed so people could read it. Don't know where that is, but neither here nor there. But yeah, he kicked her to the curb, but she's talking about gay sex and all this stuff. She was with a friggin' tantric sex guru. The shit they were doing. Seriously. Seriously, look that shit up and tell me why gay people can't be married and live a happy life. Because I bet you she has been doing the downward dog a time or two. I ain't talking about yoga either, just in case. So yeah, it's okay when I'm doing it, but don't you do it. Saying that gay people can't get married. Really? Well, some of you evil bastards shouldn't be married either, what you're doing to kids and your wives. How about that? How about that? So anyway, I'm going to go in, get a cup of tea, because I got a little bit of dry mouth going on here last night. Got a little sore up in my whole body. A jerk. My hips and my back and stuff. So I had a few gummies last night, so I got a little bit of the dry cotton mouth today. But I gotta tell you, about an hour after I got into the gummies, I got into the Halloween candy too. Got into them little mini chocolate bars there. Yep, like Lay's potato chips, but you can't eat just one. And I didn't, I ate lots. Did. So anyway, 99 loves you, be good, be safe, please take care of you first. Hangers on, I love you so much. Newcomers, welcome, love me, like me, share me, don't forget to subscribe. We're starting to move up. We're almost at 500 now in the last couple days. That's pretty good. So anyway, I would have had Viv out, but too chilly willy for her today. I had her, this was the third time doing this video. I think I was still on gummy elation. Yeah, I kept repeating myself. Happens with old age too, but more when I do them gummies. Anyway, night and loves you. Be good, be safe, please. Take care of you first. Happy Samhain. Be safe. Check your baby's bags before they get into their candy. I love you.